What's up, everybody? It's been a minute since we've been in Final Fantasy 14 on stream. Excuse me.
It feels
But
like
we're
we've been here the whole time.
but we're doing this for a very specific reason, because as of today, starting today rather, for a limited time, they've begun the crossover with Final Fantasy 16. That's what we call synergy.
But
Um, th-
synergy,
Interestingly, this is not the first crossover event of this kind they've done. The most recent one, both in like terms of the games and like chronologically, was they recently brought back the Final Fantasy 15 crossover. Uh, that one cracks me up due to the way it goes both ways and has a major effect on the gameplay of 15. Like, just brief like gist of it is, uh, Garuda is like a main summon in Final Fantasy 14. I'd like to joke that she's basically like the low key fixation of the dev team, like of some members of the dev team between like 11, 14, and like 16, because like they're the games that really solidified her as a summon. But again, Garuda did not exist in 15 in the base game until they did the crossover with Final Fantasy 14, where they literally introduced a new incarnation of Garuda to combat 14's Garuda that invaded their world. It was a whole big thing. I will say, though, there's a bit of a catch to it, because the way summons in 15 work they're like mostly random with like some qualifiers for whether or not you'll get a certain summon or not when they choose to activate. But Garuda, once she was introduced as part of that event, didn't have any conditions like required to activate, and so you were basically guaranteed to get her like 90% of the time if you got a summon. But again, I've spent too long rambling about the wrong Final Fantasy game. Because again, this is the crossover with 16, which we have also been playing on this channel, if you've been paying attention.
I haven't.
So real quick, before we go and start this, I'm going to specifically switch to one of my healer jobs, just because I got tipped off to something fun about this quest if you do it as a healer. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up. I had some soup tonight, hot soup. That is
Also had
like,
soup today.
it has cleared out my sinuses, but now I just got a little bit of... Ugh,
We both had soup today.
soup.
What'd you have?
Just some chicken noodle.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, we're going to go to Ul'dah. And I'll give you a couple tries to guess where we start this quest as I just wander out onto the streets. Can you see it yet? Maybe if I get a little closer. How about now?
No.
Well, let's check this giant mass of people. Maybe they know. So many people that they're causing the NPC's quest marker to flicker in and out of existence.
Jesus Christ.
Just because there's too many people crowded around him trying to do this quest. Forgive me my boldness, but you are Jack, aren't you? Are you not? Am I Jack? No, good day. Yes.
No.
Then my search is at an end. A begoggled gentleman tasked me to find you. You see, in hopes of entreating your aid with some matter he deigned not share with me. Pray remain here, and I shall fetch him at once.
What was that all about?
Typically, if someone is talking about a weirdo in goggles who's being like weird as hell, it's typically this guy. The Wandering Minstrel is a recurring character who mostly serves to like facilitate the extreme versions of boss fights, as well as just being one of Yoshi P's multiple stand-ins in the game.
That's funny.
It says I employed the young adventurer to facilitate this impromptu audience. As for the why, I've a request that you and you alone can fulfill. Pray, listen well, for my tale begins at a most unsettling dream. In it did I behold the evening sky, boundless and shimmering. As I drank deep of its beauty, I spied two stars sailing across the inky expanse, one of purest white, the other blushing scarlet, their courses set such that they might pass without collision. Sharply and suddenly the scarlet star shifted its trajectory. High above a burning landscape did its path intersect with that of the white star, their conjunction marked by a brilliant explosion of light. Even in slumber I was awestruck by the spectacle. A lovely tale, but I fail to see what it has to do with me.
It has literally everything to do.
I do not wish to make any claims with certainty, and yet, whatever greater meaning this vision might hold, I am convinced that the blazing white star represents the warrior of light, in other words, you. And should these portents indeed foretell future events, you are thus fated to encounter the scarlet star, whomsoever they may be. I therefore humbly request that you accompany me to the burning land from my dream, that I might witness the vision's denouement. I will compensate you for the trouble, of course. Oh, you're paying me? Then sure, I'm down. The question is, which territory in Eorzea might be considered burning, metaphorically or otherwise? So, you can guess any of these, but I already know the answer. It's the Burning Wall.
That's pretty cool.
A cluster of immense crystals born from the seventh umbral calamity. It well resembles the sweeping scene from my dream. The first mystery is solved. We shall leave for Eastern Thanalan and the infamous Burning Wall at once.
Infamous Burning Man. So I was mistaken, or at the very least, I didn't understand fully the Smiling Friends April Fool's joke. What happened was, and I don't know if you know this, so they never aired the new episode on Adult Swim. They aired it on Adult Swim's separate live stream on, like, YouTube or something.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I was fucking confused. I was like, wait, at no point did the fucking schedule on TV say there was a new episode, so where the fuck did this show up? And it's like, oh, they put it on a completely different broadcast and put it out on midnight as they said they would. Those fuckers.
Gotcha, bitch. Real quick, because it's thematically appropriate, I figure we fly there on Phoenix. And real quick appreciation, because I really do love 14's design of Phoenix. Like, the color scheme is very unique for like what you expect when you hear Phoenix, and I really like it.
I dig it. Nice and blue.
Well, it's funny because when I play, being that like one of my mains is Summoner in this game, oh my god, someone's got the gold saucer mount. Love it. That person spent a lot of time grinding gold saucer points.
Yeah,
Anyway, but the funny thing is, like, being that Summoner is one of my main like jobs in this game, the Demi Phoenix you summon is like colored much more how you expect a Phoenix to be, like a lighter red and then orange-ish, rather than the kind of scarlet and cyan.
Yeah, alright.
But this is like the color of the actual Phoenix in this entry in the franchise. Oop, overshot it. Right. Follow the mass of people. The Burning Wall. An apt name indeed. Also, because I mentioned Phoenix, because it is relevant to this and it will come up later.
Phoenix,
the reason,
right?
Huh?
Phoenix,
yes.
right?
Very funny. But the reason this place is called the Burning Wall and why it's so fucking fucked with these giant orange crystals is basically the initiating incident for where most new players will start the game, which is A Realm Reborn, is the Empire, who serves as the main antagonist for a lot of the game, or at least like some of the primary antagonists, were trying to like win a war by crashing one of the moons of the planet into their enemies. Brilliant strategy, no notes, no flaws. Uh, but something a move no one could have seen coming. Literally, it's like blew the fucking minds of the OG players when this happened. Uh, Turns out the smaller moon they were trying to crash into the Earth was an artificial one created by an ancient civilization to imprison Bahamut. And so Bahamut was let loose. Everything looks fucked. He's destroying everything. And then mysteriously, Phoenix appears, is rumored to have appeared. Bahamut vanishes, as does Phoenix, and all that's left is like all this like fucked land and giant like corrupted crystals, indicating something happened here, while all the rest of the damage to the world, or at least most of it, was undone. It is said these crystalline structures were formed when falling shards of Dalamud pierced the land's ethereal current. Some see them as a symbol of rebirth, a manifestation of renewed life. But that is neither here nor there. Let's have a look around, shall we? Spyglasses at the ready.
I was watching some of the Bray Wyatt documentary that WWE just put out. Very good documentary. I haven't finished it. I'm on like the last half hour. I will say, I understand why they can't really do this, but a big part they're leaving out of the story is just how much Vince just did not give a fuck about any of his ideas.
Hey kids, can you find the dead body?
Well, my screen's far away, so no, but...
Is it over here? No. Is it over here? No. Is it over here? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. There's the dead body. We did it. We did it.
We did it. Yeah.
Holy shit, Minstrel, there's a dead guy down there. Let's go check it out. Maybe he's got loot. Okay, that's what I was talking about, why I wanted to play as a healer. If you play this part as a healer, you do actually fucking use healing magic for once to resuscitate someone.
Yay!
Ugh. He's not dead. Damn it, I can't steal his shit.
I'm not dead!
Where am I? So I do think it's interesting, and this is probably just something like I noticed because I'm actively playing through Final Fantasy XVI on the channel right now, is you can kind of guess when in his own timeline this version of Clive is from, just by like looking at visual cues on him. Namely, that he's still wearing that he is already wearing the red outfit, but he still has his bearer's mark on his cheek. So it's before Sid dies. Where am I? What's going on?
What's going on here?
A dream led you to me.
Ew.
I understand how absurd that may sound. We ourselves were unsure of what awaited us here. As for who we are, I am content to be known as the Minstrel. This stalwart hero is Jack. Might we have the pleasure of your name? Clive. The last thing I remember was the ruins. So again, just kind of like using my knowledge of having played the game, and again, adding further like context to how he looks and like pinning where he is from his own timeline. The ruins are probably Phoenix Gate.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Is this some thematically helpful amnesia? Ugh, my head. Where? How did I come to be in this place? It seems you're not senseless. Confusion is to be expected. For safety's sake, I suggest we make for and have a Pontestary physician look you over. I shall see our patient receives proper treatment. Would you mind waiting for us at Scholar's Walk?
Do mind.
All right. Just because I do think it's like more fun for the later fight, and because we already got out of the way the part where being a healer did anything, switching to Paladin. Actually, but it's also very jarring if I'm wearing that while trying to do this. Yeah, it's fine.
Um. Oh.
A foundling is being cared for as we speak, but I'm told he should be released soon. Hopefully, 'twas not but that a bite of food and a little bed rest couldn't cure. It was kind of you to wait. Thank you. What of your condition? Much improved. The physic is also noted no signs of injury or illness. Yet my memories remain hazy. How did I end up here? Whatever I was doing, it was important. I'm sure of it. I must return as soon as possible. I see. We cannot leave him in this state. We must help him to restore his memories and find his way home. What of the city, Clive? Do any parts of Ul'dah strike you as familiar? No. Maybe I've simply forgotten, but I recognize nothing. Not Ul'dah, then. Still, I should like to think that the sights and sounds of a well-known locale will hasten your recovery. The Burning Wall, the place where we found you, is situated midway betwixt Ul'dah and Gridania. Perhaps a trip to the Twelves Wood is in order. Gridania, you say? The name rings no bells, but I have no better suggestions. You would take me there? Meanwhile, I shall make the rounds of the neighboring settlements and ask if any have heard of you. Let us rendezvous at Gridania now. This entire situation has me knocked off balance, I'm afraid. Jack, was it? I appreciate you coming to my rescue. Still, you must have your own business to attend to. We can set out whenever you are ready.
I see. I see.
Are we ready? Then let's set out. This Gridania the minstrel mentioned. Is it far? Will we need mounts? By airship. You have those? Important context. In 16, airships only refer to the crashed and like inoperable ruins of the fallen. Like in the modern setting of 16, airships aren't a thing. Not that I mean to doubt you, friend. If you say we're boarding an airship, then that's what we'll do. Jack,
Uh,
if I may
yeah.
ask a foolish question, do these airships of yours actually fly? That is a foolish question. It's called an airship. A foolish question indeed, then. Your expression tells me as much. So, first time traveling by airship? I believe it will be. It's odd. I know that the weapon on my back is called a sword. I understand what it's for and how to wield it. Foggy as my memories may be, my general knowledge seems intact. Yet hearing you speak of functional airships, I felt confusion, disbelief, for something that you can clearly think of as commonplace.
Uh,
I can make no sense of it. Where was I before now? But dwelling on this is pointless. Forward is the only way. To feel that bracing wind, the deck shuddering beneath your feet as you rise into the sky. My memory may be faulty, but that was an experience I'm sure I'd not soon forget. So, this is Fredonia. It seems very unlike the city we just left. Where to begin? I think it's best if I follow your lead. This tavern reminds me of somewhere I've been before.
the fuck is that little guy right there? The little shirt,
On what?
like right next to you. The little guy, like really little.
Yeah,
He's
that's the Zidane minion I got for pre-ordering Dawntrail.
lovely.
He's the protagonist of Final Fantasy IX. No, it's no use. I can feel the memory, but it's like grasping at smoke. But maybe if you were to show me somewhere else. Because I am weak, I pre-ordered Dawn Trail, and one of the things I got was a wind-up Zidane.
Aw. I might hop on back a little later, but
No
for
worries.
now I will do.
On to the next destination. Chocobo. That's something I recognize. Yet it's more than that. I had my own chocobo once, I'm sure of it. Oh, he's thinking of Ambrosia. As for the when or the where. You're too kind, Noxious One, for me struggling my way through a Clive impression. Impressive crystal. Not another crystal, surely. No, not nearly large enough. Oh my god, that's the reason they needed to make him from, like, where in the story he's from and take away his memory, because otherwise he would have a fucking hernia seeing all the crystals around. Clive, with his memory and no context for Eorzea, would just be a fucking menace. Cutscene. This is a truly beautiful place. Have you remembered anything else? Brief flashes of this and that, but nothing to suggest I've been here before. I just can't shake the strangest feeling. As if it's too peaceful, and that doesn't sit right. Patrol reporting. Commander, all is quiet with the Ixal. No sightings of Garuda. Uh-oh. Oh shit, yeah, because from that point in the story, he'd have only, fought one icon, and it would be Garuda. For which we are profoundly grateful. At ease, soldier. Did he say Garuda? You there, this Garuda you speak of. Ah. Sir, are you alright? Lieutenant Hologram, do you know this gentleman? Memory loss, you say? I'm sorry to hear that. But it seems Garuda's name has lit a spark of some sort. I was in a battle with Garuda. I fought her, I'm sure of it. Please, you must tell me more. Anything that might help me remember my past. Of course, Gridania owes a debt of gratitude to any who have stood against the destructive fiend. However, there is one more suited to the task than I. Our elder Seedseer is well versed not only in primal lore, but also in the treatment of bodily afflictions. She is surely your best hope for recovery. I will send a word ahead to Stillglade Fane. Stand ready to escort our guests for an audience. Understood, Commander. Pray, find me at Nafika's altar in Old Gridania, and I will see that you are granted entry to the Lotus Stand. I appreciate the amount of times they're just moving me towards the next place at the end of the cutscene rather than making me huff it over there. Lotus Stand lies just ahead. If you would follow me, please. Oh god, I'm about to do the worst voice ever for Connie Senna. Greetings, honored guests. That's about as much as I'm doing for that. I'm not trying to make it any higher pitch, lest it get even worse. Kinda, could you walk any slower? Commander Hua, I think, is how you're supposed to pronounce that, has apprised me of your friend's condition. This is he? Pleasure to meet you. Yeah, no, that's fair. I am Connie-san, Elder Seedseer of Gridania. Thank you for your gracious welcome. I am Clive, though beyond that I fear my introduction may be lacking. Please concern yourself not with proprieties. This is your memory loss we are here to address. I am told Garuda's name awakened some previous recollection. Yes, in the instant I heard it, a hazy vision of battle rose unbidden. I think perhaps it could, if I could hear more of Garuda. A wish easily granted. Garuda is the deity revered by the Ixal, people who once dwelled here in the Twelveswood. She appears as a winged entity, half bird, half woman, who commands the wind itself. Most frightening, however, is her capricious temper, as unpredictable as a howling storm. I should add that Jack has fought against Garuda in her primal incarnation. Winged woman, volatile temperament with power of the wind. A fitting description for the opponent, I remember. But a deity? No. The will behind that monstrous visage was distinctly mortal. I suspect I suspect Clive's Garuda and Eosia's Primal are not one and the same. Mainly as Clive himself is not of our world. Like, I know the minstrel is a Yoshi P stand-in, but, like, how do you figure that out? Honestly. Explain yourself, minstrel. I went back to where we discovered Clive and questioned folk in all the nearby settlements. Not one person recognized his description. Such a distinctive tattoo escaping the notice of every local rumor monger from malms around, improbable to say the least. That led me to consider another possibility, one consistent with the past accounts I have heard of visitors from other worlds somehow stumbling through reality's curtain and finding their way to our star. My brand. It's the mark of the bearer. Does it pain you to remember? I feel the memories trying to surface, but when I strain to recall, a piercing ringing fills my ears. Garuda, bearer, Ifrit. Another primal's name. It would seem the pain has a less than tangible source. Long have I studied the healing arts, yet I sense no shadows of illness in your body. Your suffering stems not from injury nor sickness. Victims of terrible events have been known to suppress their own memories out of instinct. And if that line doesn't set off a red flag in your head if you've played 16, you might start to figure out when exactly this Clive is from. One's subconscious denies attempts to confront the awful truth, the mind creating a shield of pain to protect the heart. The barrier is of my own making. How then am I to overcome it? With our aid, of course. Fate has brought us together. Together we shall triumph over this adversary. Adversity. So, you think me from another world? My memories of said world are not like to return unless I acknowledge some terrible truth. A truth my mind refuses to remember. 'Tis a confounding dilemma, I agree. I have given thought on a solution. I believe that the shackles which bind your mind may yet be struck off in the heat of battle. A drastic measure, perhaps, especially when not at your best. Which is why I turn to you, Jack. You are the twin to Clive's wandering star. Your involvement is no accident. The path I see is thick with thorns, but if you have the will to walk it, then gird yourself for war and await me at Apkalu Falls. The minstrel has a plan, it seems, but he shares little beyond confusing metaphor. Still, I'm willing to indulge him if it means making progress. We're to meet him at Apkalu Falls, right? Where's that to be found? Let's get on with it. I always feel a little bad because Gridania is one of the prettiest starting towns, but I feel like I never come back here other than for fucking events. This place. Why here? Because this waterfall is where the legendary Archon Louis Sois gathered a band of adventurers in the time of the Seventh Umbral Calamity. It feels bizarre to see a callback to like pre-A Realm Reborn in a crossover event of all things. Not hating it, I just think it's funny. Their purpose? To extinguish the infernal Ifrit. Ifrit. I know something is there, I just... Why can't I remember? I've recalled several words in the Elder Seed Seer's presence, words which brought him pain. While the significance of Bearer eludes me, you and I are more than familiar with Ifrit. Considering your reaction to the mere mention of the name, it is likely that the primal, or its equivalent in your world, is deeply connected to your condition. Thus have I resolved to weave my lyrical magics and bring you face to face with the Ifrit of our world. That's such a funny thing to me, is that it's a canon thing that the Wandering Minstrel's music is so good he can just make you have full hallucinations. Here, where Archon Louis Sois paved the ethereal path to the primal's lair, will my words be given substance. Within the visions which take form will you do battle with the phantom of our mind's creation. Imaginary though this confrontation may be, I fear your suffering will be all too real. Yet you must persevere, for your hidden truth will not be unearthed without hardship. Take heart, scarlet star, and call upon the strength of your shining tongue. Your past awaits. Brought us to the Bowl of Embers. Figured. Where has he sent us? You stand in the Bowl of Embers, a site where the Amalja summoned their patron deity, and the stage upon which the warrior of light became a slayer of gods. It is but a convincing illusion, body of recounted tale given breath by your fanciful verse. Come forth, Lord of the Inferno. Say what you will, and 16 Ifrit is still an all-time great. I've really come to love 14 Ifrit just because how out there compared to any other Ifrit design he is. An accurate facsimile, but not quite the Ifrit you know. No, not quite the same. Oh, he's just going to turn into 16 Ifrit then. Yup. And if you needed any more confirmation and you know the story of 16, that pink flame spilling out of Ifrit should spill all the rest of this. Ah, ready when you are. Together then. Again, 16's Ifrit, and frankly, all the icon designs in 16 are so fucking good. Ifrit. That's the thing which killed Joshua. Yes, I've been on a trail, seeking vengeance for my brother. Reminder, this is a Clive that came from Phoenix Gate. This is the stand-in for when he was forced to accept the truth about Ifrit. This fiend must pay. Fight with me, Jack. Motherfucker, is your sword glowing? During this battle, you will gain access to special duty actions as follows. Use Rising Flames to charge the foe and inflict high damage. Fuck yeah. With proper timing, you can use Dodge to avoid taking damage, even if you are within the area of an enemy's attack. Certain enemy attacks will be preceded by a countdown icon. When this countdown progresses to the Dodge icon, quickly use the Dodge action. If you're executing successful dodge, the dodge action will be changed to precision strike, tongue tie, which provides an opportunity to inflict additional damage. Yeah, that does feel actually really fun to use. I've seen a couple people joking, half joking honestly, that they wish they would like just keep this as a mechanic. For like, not even for everything, just for like some more fights in the future. Oh. Hell, I haven't gotten to do this shit since Susano. Again, just kind of recreating the cinematic flashes from 16 in a funny way. Oh, he's just gonna fucking stomp me, really? Fuck you. That's a fun twist on Infernal Nail. About to say, you better have something up your sleeve, because otherwise, this ain't gonna get done. and another to spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. But I accept the truth of it now. You are not Ifrit. I am. There's them baby blues. In the battle against your own mind, it would seem you have emerged victorious. Intriguing. Magically manifesting from time and space. It's Torgal. I don't know why that's so funny to me. It's just after everything's said and done, Torgal's here. The illusion is unraveled. You've brought a friend back with you. This is Torgal, a wolf pup raised in the duchy. There's no more loyal ally in battle, and no keener guide when the road ahead is sunset. He is best boy. That would explain the aberration in the lingering ether. Torgal is here to lead you back to your own world. Clive has embraced his harrowing past, and in doing so reclaimed the memories he lost. Though not a conscious act, he has manifested his readiness to return home in the form of a trusted companion. Even so, it was difficult to accept what I'd done. My younger brother, Joshua, was a kind and gifted soul. The inheritor of the Phoenix's flames. He was destined to become Archduke, as our father had before him. But Joshua was murdered. His bright future cut short. From that day onwards, I lived for one purpose alone. The dominant fire had slain my brother, and I would have my revenge. I spent years tracking the killer, until one day I had come to understand it had been me all along. I was so young and distraught when I first summoned Ifrit. I hadn't known such power lurked within me, that it could even exist at all. The transformation was instinctive, uncontrolled, and it was by my hand that Joshua died. I can but imagine the anguish this caused you. There was anguish, yes, and a guilt I will never escape. But I cannot let it stop me. I was born the vessel for Ifrit's powers, and I need to know why. It was in search of answers that I went to Phoenix Gate, delved into the ruins below. There, I found the courage to face my past and accept the truth. Then everything faded to black. Your tale suggests that something in the ruins, some mysterious force, was responsible for your inadvertent journey. If you arrived in Eorzea from a place sacred to the Phoenix and its flames, it stands to reason. Yes? What are you thinking? I'm thinking that to see you home, then we must return to the beginning. Our road takes us back to the Burning Wall. Once there, your furry comrade will lead us exactly where we need to go. Which, right, it was Camp Drive On. Oh, I just noticed the Babby Summoner who just got his level 50 gear. Which mount to ride this time? I see someone else using it, and I was talking about the 15 crossover earlier, so let's take the car. Thankfully, this version is much easier to land than the actual 15 version. Oh, excuse me. Hiccups. Come this far, now Torgal will be our guide. Such was the purpose of his creation, after all. That's right, so this is technically not even the real Torgal. It's more just like a clone of him for the purposes of getting Clive home. Ready, Torgal? Take me home. So I feel like this part is supposed to like kind of be a challenge if you're someone who's just level 50, which is like the base cap to be able to do this, because I'm sure you can still aggro some of the enemies on the way here, namely the Mirror Knights. It's just a funny thing. I don't think I've like seen in a while them do this kind of mechanic, like follow mechanic in a quest. If that makes sense. Um, Frankly, 8 levels might be high enough to avoid like aggro in the mirror. I genuinely don't. Gee, I wonder where we're going. It's a whole pack of Torgals. Look at them all. This is it, boy. The tale ends where it began. Where you first found me. Indeed. I was baffled as to why this, of all places, would serve as a junction between our two worlds, but now I think I understand. You? Some years ago, Eorzea was visited by a cataclysmic disaster known as the Seventh Umbral Calamity. Yet even as fire and ruin threatened all we hold dear, the world underwent a mystic renewal. It was as if the star was reborn. It was as if the realm was reborn, you could say. One theory attributes the miracle to a benevolent entity, claiming that the undying phoenix flared into being to save us from in our hour of direst need. Phoenix. Burning Wall itself is a scar left by those events. Its crystal ridges have erupted from the earth overnight. Some believe these monoliths solidified flame to be proof of the Phoenix's deliverance. Bond with your brother, Phoenix of York, may have been the connection which brought you to this sacred place in ours. Towards the flame. It seems our time together is at an end. Thank you, both, for all you've done. Always, no matter what fate awaits at journey's end. Come, Torgal. We have answers to seek. Alasthea awaits. That was such an exaggerated howl from Torgal. Like, he put his back into it. Like, it reminds me of in the Resi 4 remake when the wolf shows up to help you with El Gigante. And then he was gone. I feel the stirrings of a ballad. But nay, 'twould be hubris to imagine I could capture Clive's story from so fleeting an excerpt. That honor belongs to someone else. It's a privilege to see his tale to its conclusion. Sadly, the power to peer into other worlds was not granted me by this day's miracles. I wonder if you remember Jim Jack. See, it's Yoshi P talking now, basically saying, play Final Fantasy 16, play Final Fantasy 16, play Final Fantasy 16. Our little adventure was set in motion as it was by a dream most cryptic. Fine, Tim. Play Final Fantasy 14, play Final Fantasy 14, play Final Fantasy 14. As for your promised reward, I hope this is sufficient. Torgal proved such a trustworthy guide that I thought to bind his likeness to a summoning whistle. May his loyal spirits serve you well in your travels. Till we meet again. Taking your time to fucking wander off into the sunset there, bud. And then, so those are the 3 rewards for completing the quest, but then you can also get a bunch of orchestrion rolls and a triple triad card at the Gold Saucer. First, let's actually look at what we got. Ignore my horribly disorganized fucking inventory. I mean, it is organized, but I need to clear out some clutter. So we got the median attire, which is just Clive's outfit. Awesome. The Torgal whistle, which gives us Torgal as a mount. And the Torgal pup minion. I'm going to keep Zidane out, but let's take a look at the Torgal pup. According to the Wandering Minstrel, the beast who appeared to aid the stranded Clive was a guiding spirit born of its master's memory. So impressed was the ever-insightful musician by the creature, he decided to recreate a young version of it, which, despite its diminutive size, already possesses the indomitable spirit of the fine hound it will one day become. It's adorable. Look at the little dude. And then as for the mount, which is definitely getting a favorited slot, according to the Wandering Minstrel, the beast who appeared to aid the stranded Clive was a guiding spirit born of its master's memory. So impressed was the ever-insightful musician by the creature, he decided to create this faithful facsimile in hopes that it might also serve as your loyal pet. And you might have noticed that little interactive icon, because yes, this has an action associated with it. You can pet the dog. He is the goodest boy, and I will pet him forever. He's also a flying dog. Let's see. I have some Mandeville gold points saved up, so let's go see. I at least want to get the triple triad card and maybe like the Find the Flames orchestrion roll. First off, I gotta go to the triple triad trader. Rossfield, 200 that fuck. And I'm gonna buy it, but maybe I don't need to buy it. Yeah. God damn, the cloud one is a million. Again, I'm gonna buy it. Fuck, there goes 2/3 of my fucking points. Oh wait, I can also sell these ones here. Right? Seriously, never get the Shiva? How the fuck does that happen? All the times I fought Shiva and I never got the Shiva card? Weird. Something needs to be trouble. So now let's go here. Find the flame. Ooh, and away is really good, so let's get that too. Yeah, that was the Final Fantasy 16 crossover event as it stands now. We're expecting some stuff on 16's end in the future. All we have confirmed right now, though, is that uh, in the Rising Tide DLC coming out later this month, we're getting uh, a paladin weapon for Clive, as well at like in 16, as well as an orchestrion roll with a song from 14. I get the feeling there's going to be more stuff at a later date, but that's all we know for now. And also, just for the sake of keeping the stream going for a little while, I figure I'll do my dailies since I haven't done them yet today. Man, what is this bullshit? It's been 15 seconds as a tank in the roulette. I don't think. Is there anything else that's been going on recently? Obviously, the hype for Dawn Trail is heating up. I don't think. When is the next Fan Fest? Because I feel like that's when we're going to hear a lot more about Dawn Trail. Maybe I'm just missing something. Oh. Probably in the next few months, we'll probably hear more and more about it because it's currently set to come out at the beginning of July. And usually a few months out is when they really start to ramp up the teases and showing off what's coming. Like I said before, one of my main jobs in this game that I like to play is Summoner, and I think a lot of Summoner mains are like looking at what changes for us in the next expansion for a few different reasons. Oh my god, I feel it's building. Because on the one hand, there's been a lot of critique that after the rework for Endwalker for Summoners, that it got a little too oversimplified, which, yeah, as much as I still enjoy playing it, I totally get that. They took our dots away. The other thing is that thinking one of the, granted, everyone hopes for this every new expansion, so who knows if it'll actually happen. People are hoping we might finally see a second trio of base summons in between our demi summons. Namely Shiva, Ramu, and fucking Leviathan. But again, who knows if that'll happen. Personally, my massive copium is for them to somehow work in a third demi summon in the form of Alexander. Again, massive copium because I feel like it would throw off the rotation more than it already would be otherwise. But I can dream. I just want my big mechanical boy. Especially because I just really love 14's version of Alexander. Also, real quick, because Final Fantasy VII's been relevant recently, I love that the Fat Moogle is referenced on the stained glass over here. Even though on the other wall it's a normal Moogle, here it's the Fat Moogle that Kate Sith rides on. Oh, fuck, the Rathalos. God, I haven't gotten this one in, duty roulette rotations in forever. God, I still need to farm the last couple scales from the extreme version of this. Yeah, we're getting tons of crossover content tonight. Welcome back.
Ooh.
I don't do my signature wibbly victory dance for free, for nothing, Alright, just this one time I'll do it for nothing. Here, I'll even do it a second time.
You know what I love about his character?
The fact that he's one of the few attempts to mimic PS1 graphics that actually looks like a PS1 graphic character.
Oh, no, absolutely. And I also love the fact that, this is unrelated to what I was going to say. I love the fact that instead of just going with an 8-bit or 16-bit character, they went with a full-on 3D model,
Oh yeah, PS1 graphic character, yeah.
Yeah, they went with that instead of the
from this age of Spyro fucking style mascot platformers.
Exactly. The thing I was going to say is the fact that since he's so polygonal, I guess is the word I'm going to go with, they were able to get away with giving him a massive fucking prolapsed asshole.
I was going to say, is that what that's supposed to be? I couldn't... Because mainly, it's not clear what Gwimbly is. No, so I wasn't sure if that's part of his character design or if it was actually his ass.
Well, he's definitely supposed to be some sort of I want to say rodent, kind of like a bandicoot type. But...
Yeah, because he's got the thing on the end of his nose that looks like some kind of rodent nose. I get what you're saying.
And I don't know, I love his design, and I've seen people draw up what would he look like before this.
Well, no, we see in the footage, like at the game studio building, he did look like that more or less.
It's just like it's more of a clear like redraw. It's
No,
also
I
like this is
get
what
you.
he would look like in the fucking game manual. It's like you know how in Mario
Yeah,
64
yeah.
Mario has yeah those renders. I mean that's what I'm trying to say. Um. God.
That episode also does one of my favorite like bits in that series is like when the character drops their like super over the top bombastic persona after something serious happens. In this case, when like the like badass like Doom guy lookalike shoots the desk and he's like, "Oh fuck,
Well,
no, you can't, no shooting inside."
yeah. It was Trog lore. Yeah. No, I gave him the talk already. Yeah.
I
All
took care
right.
of it.
It won't happen again. Fucking
So again,
Lyle.
this dude who's been just a fucking over the top fucking caricature the entire time, just suddenly just like, no, don't worry. Yeah, we just had an accident up here. No, I took care of it.
Also, he's eating so many fucking chicken nuggets, dude. So
Dipping
many.
them in so much sauce.
So much.
I don't even
What's
need these scales. I just want the satisfaction of saying I took them.
Here's my question: what's your go-to chicken McNugget dip?
Hot mustard.
Okay, I like barbecue there.
Well, the weird thing I do is I dip my burgers in hot mustard. It's something I've done since I was like a young teen, and I just never stopped.
That sounds weird, but then you think about it, it's like, it's not that weird. I know sweet and sour sauce isn't bad. It's just not one I go to. That's not my go-to flavoring. Oh. Nah, I left because I mostly just wanted to take care of some stuff and write a little bit, just because I've been pushing off many things today.
Fair.
And my brain was like, if you don't do it now, you'll never do it. I do love the fat little Moogles.
Well, I was talking like the fat Moogle from Final Fantasy VII is on this stained glass.
Yeah.
Because again, this is 14's version of the gold saucer. It makes sense.
Oh shit! Did you talk about the Big Top Burger merchandise they're making?
I haven't, but yeah, sure. Big Top Burgers, like Worthy Kids, like web series is doing merch now. Namely, a pair of T-shirts, one for Big Top Burger and one for Zomburger. Also,
Now,
this is a spoiler fight for Endwalker, so look away.
oh no. How many emo kids gonna be rocking the fucking Zomburger shirt?
So many.
So many. Who's? I'm gonna ask the most obvious answer to a question ever, but who's the bigger over-the-top bitch? Blitz or Cesare?
Cesare. Cesare's got the bad food.
I was just thinking about it because I was like, Brandon Rogers is just like he is that theater kid. I don't think he has anything on Chris Fleming. I think Chris is in a whole other league that none of us.
Sorry, I just noticed the ninja with the Fall Guys shirt. Our Dark Knight is already rocking Clive's gear. That's inevitable.
What are you doing?
No, it's expected, frankly. Every Dark Knight player was salivating when they saw that gear was part of the rewards for the 16 crossover.
Dude, speaking of Brandon Rogers, I was watching clips of the Suicide Squad game with the Joker, and someone said, this is the Joker who was played by Brandon Rogers.
I saw someone say this is the congrats to Rockstar for Rocksteady for perfectly capturing the energy of every theater kid who says they could play the Joker.
So fucking spot on. I'll give them this. It's the first time the Joker's made me laugh in a while.
Which line, out of curiosity? Because I've seen the like cutscene.
Oh man, there's a few that made me laugh, but I do like the one where they have to like put the bomb in his. I think it's they have to put the bomb in his neck, and he's like,
I made it in
it's
me.
like, no, no.
And Boomerang just gets like grossed out, like I don't want to do this. This feels wrong.
Like, wow,
He's
the joke-
enjoying it. I don't know what to do with that.
Wow, I can't believe DC made the Joker funny. What a weird concept.
Well, don't give him too much credit.
Look, he's usually the fucking society guy nowadays.
Yeah,
so.
no, don't get me wrong. The Joker telling actual jokes at all is such a fucking out of left field thing for modern Joker that I think that's what you're like latching on to.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's him actually making jokes. Don't get me wrong, like, he does it in Joker, but does he?
Oh
If
shit!
anything,
Hold on, my one other job as a healer came up, or as a summoner came up. Both of our healers died. Shit.
That reminds me. Some like local movie theater was doing a screening for The King of Comedy, and it was a screening on April Fools, and someone went and saw it, and they said they opened the movie with the first 30 seconds of Joker before going to the actual movie. Like, what a great joke. It's so stupid, but I love it. That really is what Joker's movie was. It was two of Scorsese's best movies, maybe not his best, but two of his most iconic movies combined into a Joker origin story. Which, I'm not saying that's a bad thing either. I think it makes perfect sense, the decision they went with. It's just, yeah, no, there are two infinitely better films I could be watching. And I say that as somebody who actually doesn't hate that movie.
I feel like this is one of the of a handful of recent boss fights in this game that I have not gone through a single run of it without at least a couple people dying. Even if it's been out for a minute now.
Just looking at this guy? Yeah, that's fair.
Well, because basically his mechanics revolve around the fact that he'll channel light or dark into his different attacks, and it changes the follow-up to that attack. Namely, that after he uses a dark attack, you've got to get close to him, and after he uses a light attack, you've got to get away from him. And that just seems to throw people for a loop a lot. And then there's this thing where basically he'll put these two circles down on the ground and then to affect each player with either light or dark, and you have to stand in the opposite circle until it goes away. Otherwise, you'll just take massive damage. Especially if you stand in the wrong circle, then it'll just fuck you up.
Give me a second.
As it has apparently happened to one of our healers, because he has now died multiple times. I feel bad for, I'm going to give the commend to our one healer, because he has had to pick up the others so many times. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. Oh my god, I'm amazed I actually was able to make it.
Sorry, I went quiet. My brother's trying to sign into the family HBO account,
I see.
and the problem with HBO,
Don't you mean
or
Max?
shut your mouth. I never will call it that. Naturally, the
It's
thing with
like
HBO
Twitter.
Max,
Like no one's calling it that.
no, the thing with HBO Max is, um, there is like a third step. Like you have the typical username, password, sign in. Then you have to do some other bullshit to sign in, which I think nobody in my family except for me has picked up on.
What, like
No, that's
a
not true.
software token, like one-time password?
Yeah, like a code you have to put in,
Yeah, yeah, security code. Just some
and
form of two-factor authentication. I get it.
and you have to go on like some website to do it, and nobody except for maybe my sister picked up on that. I'm like, the fifth time in a row we've had to go over this. And now because of that, my dad thinks I can help him with his work computer, which I'm like, I don't know a fucking thing about what you do. So no, I don't know how your computer works.
Damn, the ninja got the limit break.
Um, watch something last. Oh, I watched that really
To
terrible
this healer,
John.
because they picked up the other healer so many times, and I felt bad.
Yeah, I watched the movie Freelance with John Cena and Allison Brie.
How was that?
It was bad. It's the kind of movie you know what's gonna happen like halfway through. You figure out everything by like the first 20 minutes. It's like, ah, boy. It's not even like it's poorly made. It's just kind of lazy.
Tim,
Oh,
you get
really
to
is.
pick the job we do the next duty in.
The duty. Uh, the cancer.
All right. Oh yeah, I was looking at what else has been going on today. Bitch. Oh wow! In a move that does not shock me even slightly, Amazon Fresh is removing the Just Walk Out technology from their Amazon Fresh stores. So basically, Amazon Fresh like grocery stores marketed themselves about how you wouldn't have to like wait in a checkout line, and you could just like your purchases would be handled digitally, and you could just walk out.
Yeah, I've heard about these. Yeah.
Um, like just by scanning a QR code to like pay digitally and skip the checkout.
Let me
Um,
guess. It didn't work.
so let's see. It seemed completely automated. Just Walkout relied on more than 1,000 people in India watching and labeling videos to ensure accurate checkouts. Cashiers were simply moved off site. So basically, they touted it as some big like money saving thing, but it didn't really do much to like reduce anything. And yeah, I'm sure plenty of people also just booked it out of the store.
Yeah, I mean, oh, who would have guessed? The thing that everybody said would happen.
Someone said the bestest and most advanced AI, a guy in India hiding in a cardboard box.
Yeah. Go down. All right.
Okay, so I'm not the only one who called out that one line from The Wandering Minstrel just being Yoshi P saying, "Go play Final Fantasy 16." Someone edited it. I wonder if you might continue his story by purchasing Final Fantasy 16 on your PlayStation 5 gaming console for $69.99 or later this year on the PC platform.
Yeah. Hard asses.
Because again, there's basically like three characters people joke about being basically Yoshi P. There's the Wandering Minstrel, which is like in universe like avatar to like communicate shit that he thinks is funny for stuff like this. There's actual more or less Yoshi P who appears during the anniversary events sometimes. And then there's Yoshi P's actual player character, which people sometimes run into when he's doing like when he's like playing as part of like a live letter or something like that.
God bless Yoshi P.
Some dude went to a convention wearing a signboard as his, like the entire time saying, "If you can afford tickets to a con, you can afford deodorant."
Damn. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's fucking funny.
Please wear deodorant when you're going to crowded events. Or just in
I
general.
was gonna say, wear deodorant in general.
Like, I get it. Actually, no, I don't get it. It's not a hassle. It takes 2 seconds to apply it.
Fuck. I'm conflicted, Tim.
What's up?
I'm next in line for my queue for the next duty, but on the other hand, fuck it. Funnier thing happening.
Funnier thing. You can never go wrong with funnier
This is what I get for hanging around the gold saucer while I wait for this stuff.
Has it been raining by you at all?
Very much, yes.
Cool, so it's not just me. So the young Sheldon official Twitter or whatever just posted like a shot of the last family dinner scene they'll ever do for the show.
Oh?
And someone just replied to it with, "One of you will betray me, Bazinga."
Yeah.
It is funny how I feel like the majority of the internet has agreed. Oh, Young Sheldon's so much better than Big Bang Theory. It's so much better.
I still find the character of Sheldon obnoxious, but I can't understand that. There's just a goblin up here. He's just vibing.
He's having a good time.
What you looking at,
Look,
bud?
He's taking
Wait, are you the one who supplied all the bombs?
I'll neither confirm nor deny.
Now that we got that out of the way, back into the queue. Yeah, no, so in the gold saucer in 14, random events will show up every like quarter hour or so called gates, which are just little like Again, they're little interactive events around the gold saucer for points. There's like a couple that like are on the main stage of the whole place that are like really fucking difficult, but you get so many goddamn points if you succeed.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That didn't take nearly as long.
What the fuck is this place?
Again, spoilers, kinda, for Endwalker.
I like it, but holy shit.
Well, we're basically inside the moon of 14's equivalent of hell.
Sorry, I'm watching a video of this guy on a plane, this older gentleman watching a film that has a gay sex scene. And he's very much watching the gay sex scene with no problem. But the minute the footage shows the two men holding hands, he fast forwards through it.
That is really funny. I don't know why.
Like I'm okay with anal sex between two men, but gay hand holding, I can't forgive that.
Two men holding hands. Wait a minute, that's gay. Some friendly butt fucking between bros. That's not gay, but holding hands?
Like, Sarah, I think
They didn't say no homo.
Nah, they're just practicing the Spartan special tactics of relieving your fellow combatant. Actually, I think that was blowjobs, not rough gay anal sex.
I was gonna say, that's kind of difficult to just drop and do on the battlefield.
Well, it was never during the battlefield. I don't think. I think it was like resting periods between battles. But I might be wrong on that. Also, a fun fact, you cannot tell at a party.
Oh, really?
It's not even just like, oh, gay sex. It's just like, people are going to be like, you're trying to make Greece gay. It's like,
yo, the Greeks were the original gays. What the fuck are you talking about?
like, otherwise, it would just be bad taste to be like, yeah, no, Spartans gave each other blowjobs. That's bad taste in and of itself, but like, people are going to be thinking I'm making Greece woke.
Wait till you tell some dude with like some ancient marble sculpture as his profile pic that the Romans were gay as shit.
See, now the Romans, I didn't know that about. I wasn't as familiar. The Greek, I think it's because the Greeks are more known for it. Also, what's with fucking mutated Mike Wazowski here?
It's a big, like, classic style Armin.
Got it. But yes, I was not aware that the Romans were equally as gay.
Well, I mean, again, we say gay, it was more bisexual.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, they were all warm bodies with holes, that's all we're saying.
Look, it just goes to show Rome really was taking everything from Greece. Their style, their gods, their sex.
God, their sex.
Heck. Have you seen the Smosh April Fool's joke, which may not be an April Fool's joke, but no one's really sure?
If you're talking about the wedding, they confirmed today, no, that it wasn't a joke.
God damn it. Well, you understand the context, right?
Oh, I know. People have been shipping them for years.
And in fact,
Which, doing anything to that with real people who will see you doing it is kind of a weird thing to do, I'm just going to say, but I guess it's okay in this one instance because it ended up being true.
Like Like, they've kept that shit under wraps for so long.
I mean, that's their right to do. It's their fucking private lives.
Oh no, of course, I'm happy that they did that, but I feel like in their heads, like, it'd be so much funnier if we waited to get married and reveal it.
No, I do think I saw it today that they confirmed, like, no, that, like, while yes, we did post it that on April Fool's to fuck with you, it is real.
Oh god, they're such bastards. I love them. But also, please don't ship real life people.
It's kind of weird, guys.
It's very weird.
Oh boy, let's see if the healer notices that the tank has Doom. Okay, he did. Good.
Dude, what is it? Fucking...
Doom is a status effect in this game that if you let it hit 0, you just die. Like, that's it.
I was gonna say, is it Tom Cruise's pool stick from fucking Cocktail? That's actually where the Doom games get the name from.
Didn't know that.
Kevin's here.
Kevin, you missed the crossover. We're doing other stuff now.
Wait. How was that while I'm logging into Twitch?
It was good.
Make sure you are alive. So, I got a funny situation for you guys.
Uh-oh. Funny haha or funny oh?
4 years ago, my coworker filled in for me because I worked 1,000 hours as a temp, and I got kicked off. My coworker has finally hit her 1,000 hours.
Oh, and they basically asked you to return the favor?
I mean, I work full-time, so I don't really have a choice.
Oops.
Just the whole situational irony. And now it's just like she's kind of like, oh my god, what do I do? And I'm like, what do you mean? I warned you about this months ago. She's like, well, yeah, but...
I thought she was gonna like walk up to be like, I waited 4 long years for this.
That would be funny though. It's like it's 4 years.
Real quick before we get back into this, so I sent something into the group chat this morning that I thought was very funny, and I understand why Jack didn't want to acknowledge it.
I might have just not seen it. Just remind me.
So I was reading the most recent comic of Black Cat and Jackpot, where at the beginning of the comic, Black Cat is doing a heist on a invisible plane that has a casino inside of it that's flying over Manhattan.
No.
Black Cat was on the money plane.
God fucking damn it, not the goddamn money plane.
I was literally reading it. I'm like, the first panel, it's like, oh, okay, she's in a casino. She's gonna, like, rob it. And then the next panel, it's Jackpot, like, hopping onto a plane. And then it's like, you see the side-by-side, I'm like, no way. No fucking way they're doing this.
Real quick, because I am fully in on calling her Jackpot right now, purely because this whole like thing ever since that like started, ever since Paul got introduced, has been equal parts character assassination on MJ as it has been on Peter.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not Mary Jane Watson. That's Jackpot. Completely legally distinct from Mary Jane Watson.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Paul's her guy in the chair.
What the fuck? There's just a casual behemoth here?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's attacking the city, and that's kind of the problem, but...
Keep up.
I guess so. Maybe I'm missing the point here, but I'm just like, wait, what?
Look, they just needed a behemoth. I don't see what's wrong
They're
with it.
scary.
Kevin still has trauma.
Trauma?
From fucking the Monster Hunter World crossover where that thing kicked his ass so
Oh,
many times.
yeah, right. You mean Extreme Behemoth? Oh my god, Jack, you want to know what the worst part is?
This thing's terrifying.
That wasn't the worst part, Jack. The worst part is there's an extreme variant of it.
Oh, I know.
This is some
Could
fucking.
you imagine if we actually went up against the extreme variant?
I don't think I'm good enough at Monster Hunter to handle that.
We would need
This
a
is some
full
fucking-
team of coordinated people.
I'm
Like,
sorry, but
it
this.
has to be perfection, pretty much.
I'm sorry, but this thing's some fucking Lovecraft bullshit right now.
Wait till you find out this thing's based on an actual species of insect called antlions.
I'm not familiar.
Well, they
No,
mostly
this
live
is-
in Africa.
Yeah. You know, the reason why they bless the rains down in Africa is to drown out the antlions. I'm sorry.
I mean, I guess it rains in Africa. That's an Achievement Hunter reference. I'm sorry.
No, I was doing a Toto reference.
No. Well, that's what the reference was too. It was one of the guys in Achievement Hunter was like, "Yeah, I guess it rains down in Africa," and they all looked at him like, "Just shut the fuck up."
Who was it? Just say it.
I'm not saying who it was.
Oh, okay. Got it. I
you
understand.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, there are certain people from Achievement Hunter's past that we just do that for.
I think it's only really one.
Yeah. But we're not going to say his name.
Yeah.
Just fuck it.
Like I know Jeff and Michael and Gavin have like some problems, but I don't think it's quite the same. I have been watching a lot of old Let's Play clips, and they hold up pretty damn well.
I
do
love
love-
that, like... Sorry.
Go on. No, go on.
No, were you going to continue on to the thing?
It was gonna be Minecraft related, but go ahead.
Okay. I like how, like, you have your Red Mage, Sage, Dark Knight. Is that just Paladin? I can't
It's
remember the
Paladin.
symbol.
Yeah, it's Paladin.
Yeah, I probably got the healer wrong too, but that's fine.
No, it's Sage. You got it right.
Wait, why is Sage Zephyr not the Sage? This upsets me.
I will say, having
no.
rewatched. Sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say, so you have your Paladin, your Sage, your Red Mage, and somebody who knows how to dance.
Hey, throwing chakrams is very, very tricky. The hardest part is getting them to come back.
It's that bit from the fucking Dungeons and Dragons cartoon intro. Warrior, barbarian, acrobat.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And Jack, let me correct you on that. It's not just throwing chakrams, it's throwing chakrams with style.
Well, like I said, you gotta know how to get them to come back.
You're that one character from Chowder who's like the dance teacher.
Yes, except give them ring blades.
Yeah. Have you guys heard this story about this girl whose dad is like a D-list celebrity dancer who's like shown up on Good Morning America?
No?
And she was saying like, yeah, my dad's a D-list celebrity dancer. Fun fact about him, he walked out on us when I was like 3.
Holy shit, damn.
And he's making some money doing this, and we haven't seen a dime of it.
I was about to say, like, damn, you call your own dad a D-lister, but then you continued. It's like, oh, never mind, yeah, fuck him.
Well, no, he is a D-list celebrity. It's not. No one knows who the fuck.
No,
this guy
I'm just
is.
saying, you don't call someone you care about a D-lister where they can hear it.
Yeah. And then, wait, it gets better though. The dad found the TikTok and used it to promote his business.
That's right, I'm a scumbag.
Watch me dance. What a piece of shit. Oh, God. Always gets me every time. And people on the internet were like, your dad sounds cooler than you. It's like, shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry y'all are such shallow pieces of shit.
No, it's fine. One of my friends, I told you guys the story, but like I'm not going to mention which one, but like one of my friends is like a famous, well, not famous, but well-known music artist now. and my mom was bragging about how she taught him in the 3rd grade, and I was like, yeah, so streaming's been going well.
and I know which friend it is too.
Yeah, I know, it's the worst. Because you were also talking about him and how your mom likes, and I was like, come on, man. And you're like, their music is good. And I'm just like, no, that's not the point. And then I told him the story, and he was like, oh my god.
Awesome.
I think I've talked about the fact that, like, I went to, like, high school with this one kid who, like, his family band was, like, on, like, made the news circuit for, like, a while. I remember he went on Tosh.0.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Didn't fucking Leafy make fun of him or something?
Maybe? I don't know. It's Leafy. I don't give him the fucking brain space.
True.
I don't care about Leafy. I have to fight the fallen angel.
Durante?
Wait, we just helped this guy. What the hell?
Durante?
Basically, like, the cutscene explains, and I'm going to say this while giving away as few spoilers as possible. We are experiencing the memories of a friend of his, and just before this boss fight, basically, said friend had been, like, overcome by, like, effectively turned into a monster.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And so he, like, did this to basically stop him.
Star Wars, I got it.
So, I have a funny story for... I'm gonna put fame in quotes here. I went to high school with people who were, like, Vine famous, which, I mean, come on, who cares?
Honestly, Vine fame was kind of the shit back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. But there was one kid who, like, transferred to my high school, who was YouTube famous. And by that, I mean he had about 1,000 subscribers.
Yep.
And I only ever heard of him, never met him for a brief moment. And people were telling me, like, oh yeah, he's kind of an asshole. Like,
Yep.
he was telling people, like, oh man, sorry, I don't sit with fans while he's at lunch.
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah. And he was like, I know he was probably just joking, but come on, man, that doesn't come off like that. Anyway, I was talking to this one kid who was talking to with my friends, and I'm like, oh, this guy's really nice, cool. And then I was talking to my other friend, and we were talking about Comic-Con, and I was like, yeah, I kind of want to meet Stephen Amell, who at this point was cool as shit, so...
Yeah, before everyone found out he was kind of a tool.
Yeah. And my friend's like, oh yeah, you gotta meet him. He's like really cool with fans. And like, yeah. I'm like, and I said the name of the kid who was famous on YouTube, and the kid who I was talking to before goes, not that bad. It's like, oh shit. I just insulted this kid to his face, and I didn't even know it.
My friend was showing me my coworker was showing me footage of, there's a new free game that maybe we should try out called Content Warning.
I know, it's basically, I've heard about this, it's basically fucking Lethal Company, but you're fucking YouTubers.
Yeah, I know. My friend was showing me footage and I didn't really see the footage, so I was like, oh, you're the idiot streamer. And then I was like, wait, I didn't put it into context, I just kind of said it and I didn't say anything else. So I walked over to my friend who was going to pick me up, and I was like, that kind of make me sound like a jerk? He wasn't streaming, it was just like recorded on his phone. I was like, oh.
That's awesome.
And I was like, I meant the game. I need to apologize to him tomorrow.
Nah, you're fine.
I don't think he's streamed. I'm just like sad.
Nah, you're good. We should check that out. Speaking of Lethal Company, just as you briefly mentioned it, did you guys see the update?
Oh god, the butler.
So good.
Well, looks like we got a Night of
Well,
Force
the most
weekend.
interesting thing to me about the butler has been watching people try to figure out how he works. The current theory I've seen is that basically he'll only attack you if you're alone.
Yes.
But again, this isn't exactly something spelled out by the devs, so it's mostly just trial and error to figure out all his rules.
I would love it if, like, he's constantly in a state of, which one do I shoot, sir? Which one do I shoot? And then when you're alone, he's like, oh, I guess I could shoot this one.
Well, no, so basically he's just this, like, big round butler, who's, like, normally he's just, like, wandering around sweeping. But then, again, if you're, like, alone, he'll just slowly start to creep towards you, like, acting casually and, like, looking around. And then he'll just pull out a knife and chase you, like, jumping over ledges and shit like that just to get to you.
How can I be... Oh, whoops, I missed the free period. Oh, well, it's like $8. But, like... Not bad, actually.
Alright,
But
Kevin,
anyways,
I let Tim do this last time. Now it's your turn. Pick the job I do the next duty in.
You know what? What could the people need more of? How about tanks? What kind of tanks haven't we seen? You know what? I'm feeling very American. I just got on my dad's truck. Get me a gunbreaker. the American Knight.
It's a gun and a sword. What more do you need?
Love.
We don't have that here.
Damn it.
There is no love, only sport.
What to
Tear falls down his face.
grinding tombstones. Let's do this one.
Was it so tired? I cannot look at my phone. My coworker sent me a TikTok and I'm like, I cannot look at it right now.
He's so sleepy. He's just a tired boy. I have a plate of spaghetti. Better pick it up, it falls on my niece and nephew's head.
Ragu on my niece and nephew.
The
library. I haven't been here in a minute.
There for spaghetti at my niece and nephew on the day before the anniversary of my wife and I's planned arranged marriage.
Jesus Christ.
Just like, what is the most complex, like, Pelican Bombas, like,
On
thing that...
On the communion of my father's, uncles, brothers, sisters, mates, best friend's wedding communion day. What?
You heard me, you son of a bitch.
Harry, hit him with the pepperoni. No, hit him with the hand-tossed pizza. No hands.
It like suffocates them and it works. It's like, holy shit! I didn't think they would work like that. We kind of played. This kind of worked out for all of us.
Hey, what'd you do? I killed him? That's what you meant, right?
I told you to take care of him.
His pizza. What are we?
Man, thanks for taking care of him. It's his birthday, and I really want it to be special. Oh no, boss.
Oh no, Tom! What do we do?
You know what's really funny? Sorry, go on.
Such a good bit. Like, Italian mobster, like, communication. You did what with the horse? You put it in that guy's bed? Yeah? The fuck?
Hey, boss, we made sure that he's sleeping with the fishes. Oh yeah, you moved the aquarium into his bedroom? Oh, fuck.
Boss, I'm so sorry.
Where is he right now? At the bottom of the Connecticut. You motherfuckers. I gotta go get him. He's still alive, right?
I mean, no, Kevin, if he's sleeping with the fishes, he's very much so.
No, he's fine, boss. We put him in this sub made by this nice company, Ocean Gate.
Thank God, they're going to space, so...
Shit, I forgot
Hear
about
about that?
Ocean Gate.
Apparently they're going to space.
Yeah.
Wait,
I mean...
the same company?
Yup.
Yeah.
Someone's pulling a fucking leg here.
No? That's
way.
this is the reality we live in, Tim.
If I was a sponsor of them beforehand, I would tell them to fuck off. Wait, also, isn't their CEO fucking dead?
Yep,
I guess
he
I gotta
was
do it.
in the fucking sub.
I guess they got a new one, but like,
I guess.
y'all can
Oh.
barely handle the ocean. You gonna try fucking space?
Oh shit! He's about to hit you with the reading rainbow. Sorry,
He's
the
gonna
Tom was
hit-
charging up an attack, and I was like, about to hit you with the reading rainbow.
What?
Take a look in a book, demon tongue. My mom said it would never hurt to read. Look at him. Look at this, Mom.
Such a stupid joke.
Sorry, I'm very.
So good though. Oh,
Good.
I love this guy. Just kind of poking his head out. Like,
Page 64.
God.
Mr. Weasley.
I'm on a little bit of delay. Can't tell. There we go.
it's like you open a book. You open like Of Mice and Men. It's your first time reading it, and this guy pops out. He goes, "How far are you in the book?" It's like, I'm only on page like 34. He goes, "Wow, guess you haven't gotten to the part where George shoots Lenny." It's like, "Ah, you fucker."
You know what you're 5 pages away from? Shut up, page 64. You know what you're 5 pages away from? Oh, you're almost there. You're almost at the nice page. You want to know what the nice page is? No, it's 69.
Oh. Well, it's also the same page. It's like also the page where they reveal that it was the butler. Damn it, Book Demon.
Rosebud is a sled. You bitch. An owl pops out. Motherfucker, it's all connected.
Trying to think of like famous like book twists, but I just can't think of any. It's like, so
You want to hear the twist of Oliver Twist? Shut up.
Pennywise is a member of a species of space turtles. Shut the fuck up! I just started the book.
No.
Is that what his thing is? He's a space turtle.
No. His brother, or rather, her technically brother, is a space turtle.
Got it. Okay.
What the hell
again,
are we
like-
talking about?
Both of them are like incomprehensible cosmic beings, and like in the case of its brother, the turtle is just the easiest way for the brain to perceive it. Just like with it, the easiest way for the brain to perceive it is a spider.
You know what? I'm actually just going to do this. I'm actually finally just going to look at both screens at the same time, because I'm tired about being on delay. But I also... See, I don't even know. We're fighting Biblos right now.
Yes.
Oh, spoiler. I'm sorry. I've become page
No.
64.
This isn't really a spoiler dungeon. Great Google Library is like a Heavensward dungeon.
The Great Google Library?
Google.
So this is where they keep all my personal information.
Not to mention, Biblos himself is like an old school recurring Final Fantasy enemy.
I like
Also, did you say the Great Google Library?
it. Ooglos.
So this is where Google's keeps my private information. This is where all the cookie information comes. It sounds like Google. Funny.
Google.
Welcome to Low Night Gaming, where that's the summary of everything.
Sounds like Google, I'm funny.
Yep.
Wow!
I was mostly waiting for Jack to give confirmation. Or like some joke with it.
No, I think it's funnier just to leave me in self-pity. It's page 64 again. He's making Bilbo stronger with page spoilers. Wait, do we have to fucking... Are you guys...
Hold on. Yeah, no, it's basically his main mechanic is he's a bastard who hides in, like, the tome that spawned him, making him invincible for a bit, and we have to knock him out of it.
Wouldn't hurt a behemoth monster with glasses, would you?
I would.
I don't actually know what the deal is with the fact that he looks like a behemoth. I don't know if any game ever gives an explanation for that.
Maybe he's just supposed to be a labyrinthian minotaur or something like that.
I think that's part of it. Again, he's literally a book demon. His name is Byblos.
Yep. What are libraries, if not giant labyrinths of knowledge?
Well, especially this one, where it's basically, this was a library to a bunch of mages that got abandoned, and all their various like spells and familiars have gone off the fucking rails.
Oh my god, it's spoiler hour. Kill
Well,
him,
again, now this
quickly.
isn't really like, what I just said isn't crazy relevant to plot. It's just literally the backstory of this dungeon.
No, I mean, it's literally spoiler hour right there, the Skatimi. In. How do you pronounce his name?
Well, you don't have to worry about it now. It's dead.
My god. Spoiled. His life was spoiled before I could think of any spoilers that I could get away with. I knew I'd have to fight logic itself someday.
Where's Pathos? That's what I want.
You know, which one? Well, I mean, we know why we don't see Ethos, but Pathos, I have no clue. I'm making too many jokes. These are definitely the guys that just skim through the book just to spoil it for people. I don't know the context of how this happens, but Caesar gets stabbed a lot of times, even by his friend Brutus.
That's not
Just
even
get
like
into that
story spoilers. That's just history.
That's history spoilers if you haven't gone.
If you haven't reached ancient Rome yet, big spoilers.
Yep, spoiler alert. Caesar was an asshole and he got stabbed a bunch of times.
Oh my god.
Spoiler alert, the Ides of March is when it happened.
Really?
I think so. I can't exactly remember when the Ides of March were, but I think it's either around Pi Day or 2 days after Pi Day. Or was it 320? I can't remember.
March 15th, but
What was that?
March 15th, I believe.
I think so, yeah. So it is after Pi Day.
Dear
Yeah,
God,
Oh,
it's one of the books from the Page Master.
I didn't see that movie.
I originally watched that movie in elementary school. I think during like a movie day in class, aka Teachers Got a Hangover.
man,
Classic day. Classic day.
Monster really got out. Horror really got out of hand since Adventure and Fantasy died. I can't remember what Whoopi Goldberg's book was.
No, it was fantasy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that someone else remembers the actual characters of this weird animated Macaulay Culkin movie.
I'll be honest, I cannot tell you for the life of me what happens in Page Master, but I remember seeing it.
Macaulay Culkin's like a big scaredy cat coward kid who gets like stuck in a library because some weird fucking monsoon hits his sleepy little town, and librarian Christopher Lloyd, oops, shit, wrong button, is being super weird to him, and then like tells him like, oh, go check out this section of the library, ooh, and he does that. And then the ceiling melts, and he gets turned into a cartoon character, because up until this point, the movie's been live action. And then he basically gets, like, dragged through little vignettes featuring, like, paper-thin facsimiles of, like, famous literary characters, while being accompanied by these fucking sentient book creatures named after different genres, namely adventure, fantasy, and horror. With the whole thing, oh, he learns to be brave, haha. Also, like, a giant, like, book wizard appears, who is like voiced by Christopher Lloyd, making you think, oh, he's the librarian.
Nope. The guy, same voice. So glad we're not stuck. You know what's? It's
all right,
funny.
Tim, back to you. Pick a job.
Communication major.
God, don't start me back up on that again.
You know what, Jack? You should pick the one that's most likely to be a journalist.
Fuck you.
Astrologian. I'm gonna tell you your zodiac sign.
For those who don't know, Jack and I found out that our majors are not very well.
Our majors showed up on a list of like most regretted majors. It's like, oh, thanks for that.
Yeah.
I wonder how much that comes down to just like the current economy and how. Oh,
Honestly,
I just feel like the way the world turned once we graduated. Literally
Honestly,
every industry kind of got thrown through the shitter. So
honestly, I feel like media has become. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I feel like journalism and news, ever since the whole like fake news, like upspike and everything, has become like the shittiest major to be in because everyone just thinks your work is fake no matter where you go.
everyone thinks you're full of shit no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, no, sir, I actually was there during a lot of this shit going down, and I have very much firsthand experience.
Oh my God,
but
it's been a minute since I've done this dungeon.
Oh my god, not Bray Flock's all talks.
Nah, Brayflox is okay. He's a coward and tends to like talk a lot of shit that he can't back up on his own. But other than that, he's fine.
Wait, is this the advanced version of that poison dragon thing?
Yes. Yeah, this is the hard version of Brayflox is long stop.
I love these zebra raptors.
The Illuminati is.
So in Final Fantasy XIV, the Illuminati is a group of like malicious technocrat goblins. That basically believe they like have divine providence of, oh my god, dude, you did not ask if I was okay doing a wall to wall.
Dude, oh my god.
Are you okay with that?
No. I'm not a healer, man. I was not ready for this today. I'm gonna have to fucking.
Welcome to my world. This is. I didn't do the hard version of this, so I'll give you credit. But this was the first dungeon I ever went into where I had to focus as a healer. So say goodbye to your mana, kid.
Just a heads
up.
Well,
no. First off, I don't really have an issue with the like normal version of the long stop, but like again, I just don't like appreciate anyone who does wall to wall fucking pulls without like checking if that's cool yet.
Yep, nope, don't. I was saying that's my experience.
I just want to apologize for the man I'm going to be this weekend.
Oh.
WrestleMania weekend.
Got it.
So, just an apology.
I'm either going
to be very happy or I'm going to be very sad. It's like watching a Mets game.
It's all about.
God damn.
You know, it's all about the Mets with you. When will it not be about the Mets?
It hasn't been about the Mets in like fucking months.
Yes, you're right.
Season just started. We're getting our ass kicked.
I know. Just let me be dramatic, guys.
Who's dramatic? You're always...
Oh my god, he has a gun. They're taking the shot.
Oh, nice.
I don't like the name of the spell Malefic.
Malefic?
Yes.
Maleficent?
I pronounced it wrong. That's why it's wrong.
I know.
That reminds me of that Fails of the Week bit where...
Also, I just realized this dude's bombs go off like Bomberman.
Yeah.
That reminds me of this one thing from Fails of the Week where Gavin's trying to read someone's name out loud, and he reads it as Theother Nathan, and then Jack goes, "You mean the other Nathan?"
Theodore nothing.
You just hear Michael in the corner losing his fucking shit.
Yeah, no. I mean, if it helps to see your raptor, and I was like, Eagle Raptor's here too?
I did think that too.
Yeah, no.
Before I saw the U.
What was like one of the worst ones? There has to be like one that was so god awful. I can't remember it now though. Like the worst mispronunciation of a name. I think
I have a friend group who I jokingly referred to my last name as McGrudy, and they thought that's how it was actually pronounced as.
Were you trying to make a MacGruber joke?
No, people always mispronounce my last name, and I have genuinely gotten McGrudy before, which makes no sense.
wait. Is it not McGordy?
It's McGordy, that's how you pronounce it. But I've had people say McGurdy and McGrudy. And McGurdy I kind of understand, but McGrudy makes no sense. Because the R is on the other side of the O's.
Also, just to double check, should I cut this out or?
No.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to double check. But I know some people aren't cool with that.
And it's just funny because we were hanging out. It was me and one group. It was the McWorker group. Someone was like, "Yeah, Tim Grudy over here." And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, Grudy, right?" I'm like,
Oh, God damn it! I put that right at the end.
I was like, "Have you been calling me McGrudy the whole time?"
Yeah, it's if Groot was a tree from Ireland.
That name.
I probably jokingly said McGrudy to them, and I think they just took it face on. They're like, "Oh, okay, that's how he pronounces it." Meanwhile, it makes no fucking sense. Like, that's not a name.
Wait, did the Ewer give you gravity?
What?
What?
Sorry, what's the Ewer about? I keep forgetting how this class works.
Okay, so Astrologian basically works, like their main mechanic that sets them apart from other healers is their cards, which they can give to either themselves or other party members to give them damage buffs.
Yep.
And they can give you more.
Gravity is just my like AOE ability. It's not like anything special.
Now, Jack's class can also give you more power if you tell him what time you were born at.
If you just get him to read your signs, like are you a Cancer? Are you a Scorpio? Are you a Virgo?
You're giving me big Aquarius vibes right now.
It's like you're really rude to a guy. It's like, you know what, you're giving me Cancer, and it's like, but I was born in September. No, that's not what I meant.
I wasn't talking about your star sign.
I was talking about your personality. And then, like, it jumps to the guys who are like, oh, the guy just falls backwards into the crowd.
And trust me, guys, when Mercury's in retrograde, this is the class you want to play as. I want to apologize to any friends of mine who are really into this. It's just
like
really easy.
Machine G6.
Oh my god. Like a G6. It all makes sense.
Like a G6.
The joke machine. I didn't know you get to fight Will Arnett from fucking Arrested Development.
I cannot believe
god, the tank DC'd. What the fuck? Yeah, okay, good, he's back. I got real worried for a second. Anyway, this one's kind of tedious because, yeah, he'll just do this for a bit and he'll become untargetable while he does his phases. And
He's
he does
waiting
this.
for you to get... Oh, I see. I thought he was waiting for you to be getting slizzards. What the hell does that even all mean? I don't know.
Getting slizzards, like getting shit-faced.
Okay.
At least that's what I'm thinking. That's what makes the most sense in context.
Yeah, I will be 100% honest. I do not understand a single word of that song, except for like a G6.
It is not a song where the lyrics matter. It is.
That is true.
It's very much a party song, and you're meant to dance to it. That's why whenever the Grumps make fun of "Boom Boom Pow" by the Black Eyed Peas, it's just like, yeah, come on, guys. Like, it's not meant to be a lyrical masterpiece. It's meant to be the song you play on the biggest amp you could find and just watch a whole building crumble.
I honestly feel that because sometimes they do dances in the common area, like outside of our workplace, and the whole building will shake as I'm climbing the stairs.
Oh, no, Kevin, you don't understand. We're not talking about the dancing. We're talking about taking...
No, I mean, this is the bass.
The bass.
I'm not talking about dancing either. I'm talking about the goddamn bass.
And I think there's no party song at the moment I can think of that has a more powerful bass than Boom Boom Pow. Like that's that whole song's point of existing.
How dare you assume that I do not know the power of bass after that one couple was playing their bass so loud or had their car so bass boosted?
Real quick,
that
look
my
at the
car
chat log
was
at the
shaking.
bottom of the screen, at the bottom left of the screen. This is why we play healer, for the commands.
Oh, yay.
I have approval. So long as no one dies, I get the thumbs up.
Let's go.
I did a good job, right? Right? I did a good job. Just tell me I did a good job, please. Tell me.
Wait, why does your character not have a helmet?
Yeah, Jack.
No, never mind. I know exactly what that is. That's a stone slot. I've been away for too long.
No, that's the shield slot, secondary, like arm.
Idiot.
You're right. That's the bottom right. Help.
All right, I'm hopping off here. Good night, fellas.
Didn't
And I'll probably do one more roulette. Kevin, pick a DPS this time. Anything from Samurai down.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's Dragoon.
All right.
Get those hops in. So help me God if you do not hop.
There.
I know you just did it, but I took a sip so I didn't see it. And I also looked at the screen to see the replay, and it just got back to the end of it, and I'm like, God damn it!
Who's this guy, and why is he dressed like Setzer?
Roland?
I'm sure he's an NPC from some quest I've forgotten, but the outfit he's wearing belongs to a character from Final Fantasy IV named Setzer. And I don't...
Yeah.
Like, I know you can get it at the Gold Saucer, but I don't know why he's wearing it.
Because he's a big player. It's his favorite event. Didn't you hear what he said? And by hear, I mean read.
But for context, for people not familiar with Final Fantasy, the franchise, Setzer is basically like the quintessential gambler character, like example of the gambler job from Final Fantasy. It doesn't show up crazy often. If anything, I think the most like relevant at the moment entry in this is I think technically Kate Sith counts as a gambler.
Oh, yeah. Who's the little guy chasing? Oh, is that the guy from 9?
Yeah, it's because I pre-ordered Dawn Trail. It's Wind Up Zidane.
I see. I recognize that tiny little tail anyway.
Little monkey child. Well, let's see if he'll do the flip. Do it.
Emote at him. Do it, right?
Not explicitly. Let's see. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
Just does his little victory animation, yeah. His special Gwimbly victory dance.
His special Gwimbly victory decks?
You haven't watched the new Smiling Friends episode.
No. Are they shaming that poor guy in the corner?
Well, no, basically he got caught begging, like, random guests for, like, some extra Mandeville gold points. So they're saying, like, no, you gotta go, dude. You can't do that.
Oh, I see. It's like, dude, come on.
It's kind of fun to do that around here, is just go up to random NPCs and, like, listen in on their conversations.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
They're not people. That's so fucked up.
Not real. Just like everybody in the golden saucer turns to look at you. Of course, what they don't know is that they've been standing there since the golden saucer has opened.
Dad, we've been standing here for years. I'm so tired.
They'll let us into the Fall Guys content soon.
No.
Haven't seen Mom and Bro in a while. They're still stuck in the Fall Guys realm. Along with that one guy. I see. Chocobo square. But Chocobo aren't square. It's been an exhausting 2 days, I'm sorry.
Come on, waiting for 2 DPS and 2 healers. 1 DPS and 2 healers.
Come on. I like how they
It's one
painted
healer.
the eyes.
1 healer.
The light party. Where are we? This is a majestic place.
The heaven of water. We're about to fight gods.
Not again. Multiple this time.
Yup.
You're supposed to build up to that.
I mean, we are. This is the most recent alliance raid in the game.
Oh, God.
So, again, obviously, if it wasn't apparent already, spoilers for, like, current endgame content, kind of.
Come, mortals, make your way through our watery sanctum.
This man's name is Trump Card.
Against my servants.
So it is. Look at that.
Also, maybe Airy Nessus means something to something. I feel like that's supposed to be a pun name, but maybe that's just because I play too much that's because I want to go back to Phoenix Wright. It is funny to look at the summoner in the background because you just kind of see like Garuda and like Titan get thrown in and they just jump away.
Well, yeah, that's just because ever since Endwalker, that's like how the summons work. They come in, do their big attack, and then dip out. Kind of, which is, frankly, it's not that weird when you consider that's basically how summons have worked for most of the franchise.
Oh yeah, of course. Also, your eyeball is going crazy.
I know, but I don't want to waste it on 2 half-dead enemies when the boss is next.
Guess you're right.
Only to be expected for they who
Man,
vanquish
your
my
character must be very angry right now.
My pleasure to welcome you personally.
Oh no, that's just the Eye of Needhog spazzing out. It's fine. Nothing to worry about.
You what, got it back? Oh, okay.
Anyway, Thaliak's up first.
Oh my god, a guy.
I have looked forward to this moment.
There's nothing scarier than just a giant man.
Scholar shall measure your depth of knowledge.
He's over there now?
A copy of him is.
It's a sad day when your copy is bigger than your actuals.
Not all knowledge is wisdom.
Oop, shit. Yeah, I might as well complete the combo so I don't completely lose out.
Of ignorance be cleansed.
No. Well,
Join me in deepest knowledge. Let flow the waters of your mind.
oh no, now he's surrounding us with a bunch of equations.
Well, yeah, Thaliak, among other things, is the god of knowledge.
He's hitting us with triangles, the strongest structure in the world.
And you shall find new paths.
Fuck, I did it again! I haven't played Dragoon in a minute if it wasn't obvious.
That's the best part about us. We keep you on your toes. That man is dead. Well, thank God the triangles are gone.
Small wonder the others have exalted so. The waters purifying, reveal their nature.
What is that?
Tis time for a test.
Ah, my eye! No!
Share with me your ruminations.
So the eclipse is next Monday for fucking goddamn it, my eye.
Oh, you actually got something in your eye. For some reason, I thought this was another joke about the fucking Dragoon UI.
No! God damn it! Quit triggering my eye. Apparently I'm gonna leave me alone, damn it! No, I actually, that it wasn't a bit. It was actually me in pain. Thanks a lot. It is hard to tell with me though. I think that's fair. No, I was gonna talk about the eclipse and then it came back. I'm sorry. Basically, during work, there is an eclipse, and closed for 20 minutes to look at the eclipse. So I have sunglasses from my mom, apparently.
I was gonna say, I saw my local grocery store was selling Eclipse glasses.
Let us
Yeah.
enlighten one another.
It's one of those things where it's confusing because you don't see through the glasses at all. But like, also, if you look at it, you destroy your eyes. How the hell do I use the glasses? Like, they don't show anything, but like, and I know that's the point, like, but like, I also can't just look at it up still. So what the hell am I supposed to do? Do I look down at something? I don't understand. How do the glasses work? It's like the cardboard box from The Simpsons made sense, I guess.
Well done, wise children. Well,
Also, he seems pretty glad for us killing him.
Smooth sailing so far, I see. Come then.
Get pants.
Spot the stones
On
to
to the
face
heaven of
the
winds.
navigator. Come on,
To
don't
face
keep
the navigator.
waiting. Let me prepare a suitable stage for our union.
Oh, sure, it's the guy of winds, and you're going into a whirlpool.
Well, again, she's the navigator, the like patron goddess of like naval navigation.
Wait, but this is the realm of wind. Okay.
Yeah, and it's connected to the realm of water.
All right.
Navigation.
I'll teach you how to navigate.
Hey, Kevin, you want to know how boats got around for a long time?
Wind.
Wind.
I just
Look at
didn't
that, she
think
just
it was
attacked us
connected.
with wind.
Look, I'm just... Maybe if it's just the sea, I understand, but like, there's something about going into the realm of wind and then going into the ocean that upsets me. Like, you think the realm of wind would be in the sky, but no, here we are at the bottom of the ocean.
Well, the other thing is, specifically, whereas Thaliak, the guy we just fought, is more associated with rivers, she is distinctly associated with the ocean.
Okay. Well, you know what they say, you gotta stick to the river and... God, what did it get in my eye? I wish I was kidding, it just started to burn on the far right now. Gee. But no, it's just, I know to stick to the rivers and the lakes that I know, but like, what? I guess these are all water themed or something? I have no clue what's going on here. I just expect, I don't know, maybe it's just a stereotype, but I just kind of expect things about wind to be in the sky. Oh no. That poor healer.
It's too late for him. Oh, fuck, I did it again. God damn it. Because you know what it is? I switch my hotbar over to fucking do certain attacks, and then I forget which one I'm doing and accidentally fat finger the one that's proc.
Yeah.
Like the stormy seas, I'm a hawk.
Should we be worried about that trident in the ground?
Well, there's multiple. You just gotta worry about which one.
I see. Oh, she is the storm that is approaching.
Trust you don't mind if they play me. Join us in this.
That was close.
So is like, at what point do you start to levitate as a,
My clever serpents.
as a,
That's gonna be the
As
level
in-
100 Dragoon ability. You just don't touch the ground anymore.
infinite jumps? I just think back to the friggin' Elderbrand, like, old man who's constantly leaping into the sky.
Old man,
Until-
that is Godbert Manderville.
No, the old man with Dragoon.
Oh, that guy.
He's-
Oh shit, I
he's
wasn't
like-
paying attention. Fuck,
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
alright.
die.
Oh no.
That's my own
Well-
fault. I wasn't paying attention.
Yep.
Boundless
And frankly, I'm
Found
probably not
this.
getting picked up until this mechanic resolves.
Oh, that would make sense.
Oh,
Why?
shit.
There's no real
Well,
oh, wait.
I'm going to... Okay, now I'm going to do it, now that I'm not dragged back there.
Oh. Hey, what do you know? I'm alright. Gets immediately shot by a laser. That's always my fear whenever I get revived and I see like a red like circle around me. I'm like, well, shit. Can you imagine just being rezzed in the currents? But no, the old guy's like flying up with like the
No, like the former adventurer party that now they're all geriatric.
and then he's flying up and he sees his wife or something.
Yeah, no, he sees his dead wife. And then he just crashes into the ground.
I imagine that's just what level 100 is.
Because again, the joke with those characters is that they all used to be like super formidable adventurers, but now they're all just so fucking old.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh wait, but it's still going.
Nah, the animation just needed to finish, that's all.
After all this time, it feels strange calling to you thus.
On to
After all
Ush.
this- Oh wow, you reached heaven. Oh, wait,
We're-
did you just
we're
get
still
summoned
in-
to Mount Olympus?
No, we're still on the Heaven of Winds.
Okay.
For making it this far. Not long now.
But they seem very grateful for us for beating them up.
It's a long story that would be kind of spoilery to this whole quest line.
I see. That's alright.
But yeah, Ashan the Archer.
Oh no, yes, the sun ring thing. You're fucked.
I am the last of us to face you.
I was about to be like, oh look, another guy using water attacks, and then 50,000 arrows fall from the sky. I'm like, oh.
I called him the Archer for a reason.
Look, you just see, like, heavy rain, and you're like, oh, look at this guy using water attacks, and it's like, oh, it's like, oh no. What is this?
Watch.
The curve shot? Oh my god, this is a lot. Not really a lot, like, too much for my brain to be like, I cannot believe they did that to you. And now there's two?
Oh, well, the tanks chose wrong.
Oh, they have chosen poorly. At least they didn't get double layered. Phoenix, help! Cannot believe. I do like that they made this archer guy very jumpy. To let people know what's going on, they do arrows. That's not good.
Your prayers have given us strength. By fighting you, that strength shall be returned to the stars.
Yeah. Oh. He's just getting bigger.
Stay not your strength. Those who hesitate are lost.
There are so many new circles, I am so confused.
That's the idea.
You have given us God's powers. We can now make more than just the usual type of circles. We got arrows now. Do you see this giant ball? Probably important. I do like it that it's just like pointing at like a ball, like, here, look at this. See this giant ball thing? You don't want to be near it.
Blessings be upon you on the road ahead.
Oh,
Seriously, why did you backflip?
because it was frankly faster than walking.
I was like, did you really have to style out of that? It's like, no, yeah, apparently so.
May the wind ever be at your back.
Shh.
Why,
Fuck,
why
fuck.
is the style option that you adopted? What about all the other, like, I forget their names now. Lalafell. What about Lalafell kind and Elf kind?
Well, they're all classified under man.
Oh.
I beg you, stay the course to the end.
Okay. Now I get to go to Omphalos. Oh no, not the 7th gate of chakra.
You're back. The Omphalos. It's suddenly transformed.
Oh, fuck.
Servants?
Oh.
What's the meaning of this? Those ones, I leave to you.
Oh my god, that's a lot of them.
Oh, that's a lot of wheels. Oh, you might want to You might want to start using that spear as a battle axe, as a full arm. Sorry, I forgot the word halberd. Halberd, that's the one. It's always been halberd, but you know.
Go, my friend. I will stay here with the others.
Oh, Stairway 7. Come on, Final Fantasy VII Remake 3 is up these stairs.
God, Tifa chose the weirdest place to rebuild the bar.
Oh yeah. Well, it is 7th Heaven, yeah. God damn it, you're right. Can't believe you have to defeat the 3 deities to get to 7th Heaven now. It used to be just so easy to get to, so accessible.
Well, if you thought just fighting 3 gods back to back was difficult, how about fighting 12 fused into one entity?
Oh no, not
Eulogia. As in eulogy.
Eulogia. Oh no. Not my eulogy.
I am calling it now. There's a very solid chance I'm going to die in this fight. Because there's one of its mechanics that I always like kind of fuck up on.
Just backflip, you'll be fine. and if it gets to worst case scenarios, just jump.
I think we get 2 cutscenes in Alliance C.
Oh, yes. Santa never rude.
Oh, actually, this one goes out to Ross O'Donovan.
Well, if you're gonna fight God, you might as well have a protein-filled breakfast.
Single egg. A tiny drop in the bucket of his full amount of eggs.
Yep. I also like that, like, the bottom part of the egg is not peeled.
Look, it's a field snack. I don't have time to peel the whole thing. I gotta fight a god.
I don't have time to pre-peel my eggs.
Who pre-peels their eggs if they're taking them somewhere?
Well, if they're hard-boiled.
I know, but you're gonna get, like, crud stuck to the side of it because it doesn't have the
You know
shell.
what, you're right.
Who the fuck is still not ready? Now it's someone what the fuck? I know you're here. Why are you not ready? Stop staring at your rabbit, man, and fucking... We're fighting.
Wait, hold on. Actually, damn, hold on. I might not be ready myself.
Okay, we're starting this because everyone realizes they're just fucking around.
Still our final range. Oh, it froze on my end. That was a lot of colors, I guess. Is it using Roar of Time? I don't. It's growing hands.
No, it's signaling how the fucking attack is gonna go.
I see.
Close. Oh, fuck.
Beerus. Oh no, they're hitting,
Oh,
they're
fuck.
hitting us with the
Oh,
moon.
fuck, I wasn't paying attention. That almost got real bad.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. This must be what it's like to stare at the eclipse. Could you imagine this if they didn't program the turn off everybody else's animations?
Oh, no. They didn't, like, oh, yeah, because it's a setting that I had to manually turn off. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. Oh wait, a lot of people seem to be dying.
Yeah, but not a
But then
whole
again,
lot
it is
I
God,
can do
so-
about it.
Does Monk have a range attack? I cannot remember.
No,
for the
they
life-
don't. And it is a point of contention.
Give him throw rock. Though it is a nice, like, god dimension platform, I'm sure there's a rock around somewhere. Or better yet, bring your own rock.
Bring own rock. Throw rock. Rock.
See, there's a rock.
Kevin, that's a
Titan.
try.
No, I was talking about Titan. Don't worry, I know the difference between a trident and a rock. The gum, right? I would not be able to join this fight in Final Fantasy IV. I would be dead like 5 times over, honestly.
Well, again, this one being the final of this raid series, this boss is basically just a giant conglomeration of mechanics of the previous bosses in this raid. It's basically like, how well do you remember the other bosses?
triangles. Better not be triangles again. Wait, what are these?
No, don't worry. I know what's going on.
They keep throwing new circles at us.
Oh, again, new to you, not new to me.
Of course, sometimes I think to myself, like, damn, I wish I didn't cancel, like, my subscription, but other times I'm like, man, there's no way I would have gone to this point in the story without months of gameplay and dedication that I just don't have anymore.
Honestly, like, I think you make it out in your own brain to be worse than it is.
It probably is, I just need to really crank out the story, but I have ADHD brain.
Believe me, I get it.
Like, I still haven't finished Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I'm at the point where, like, I'm just kind of like, I don't know what I want to play anymore for, like, games. Like, I'll go home and what do I actually want to do? Then I just end up doing, like, a tower defense game or playing on my phone. Just because I just need something to pass the time with. Oh, right. I get my car back tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yeah, I had to withdraw a large amount of money from the bank. I'm not gonna specify how much, but like, and it's just like one of those things where it's like, I don't know what the process is for this.
Oh, I almost did it again.
This is the part where you're like, I might die here.
No, frankly, it was the hands thing. That's fucking tripped me up before.
I guess you're right. I want to shake your hands. What's like the hundred hand Buddha or something? What was that?
Something like that.
That's a lot of hands. You're all just gonna tank it all. Oh, and God is chill now.
I'm a greedy son of a bitch. Ooh,
Hey, you got a little
Dabash.
toy.
I'm not gonna get it with that roll, but I can dream.
Man can dream.
Oh, I might get that orchestrion roll though. Alright. Alright, yeah. Yep, no, I didn't.
You don't repossess one of the unique items.
At least give me something. Yeah! So the realm orchestrion. Hell yeah. That was a fun way to end off the night. I'll just go ahead and properly collect that.
You know what? It's always a good day when you get to kill God at the end of a session.
Look at that, I even got some gear I can actually use, so that's fun. But yeah, no, that was both the Final Fantasy 16 crossover as well as some other stuff. If you like what you see, stay tuned for more, and we'll talk to y'all later. Night, everybody.
Night, everybody.